Professors here in the Enology department at Fresno State have numerous of years in the winemaking business, and being able to take what you learn from them and turn it into your own style is what makes Fresno State so great. Fresno State's men's tennis team has players from all over the world, whether it be Czech Republic, Turkey, or even Switzerland. But the one thing that brings them together here at Fresno State, their love for the game of tennis. It's that time of the year again. The Enology students are in full gear, getting ready for their next barreling. There is so much to learn from everybody, whether they're students, professors, or alumni, like NASA or Dawes, who graduated from Fresno State's Enology program.
By far the best program, hands down, just because we have an actual winery here. And this winery, you pretty much, if you put in the time here, you're able to go out anywhere and adapt yourself to any winery.
But getting into this profession is not an easy feat. You have to be willing to get up at the crack of dawn and work the whole day for months on end. Professors here in the Enology department at Fresno State have numerous of years in the winemaking business, and being able to take what you learn from them and turn it into your own style is what makes Fresno State so great.
We have an interesting profession. It's a profession that most people like, so we get up in the morning and we actually look forward to going to work. It's a good thing.
In this business, you have to really appreciate the work that goes into making wine. From pressing the grapes and mixing the ingredients, the Fresno State Enology program offers students a professional, hands-on experience that is unique to this campus.
There's a lot of, it sounds funny, but there's a lot of gratitude that goes along with it. There's just a lot of emotion in general. It's very, very fulfilling from what I've found in simply bottling 8 bottles.
Fresno's Cynthia Huerta lived that nightmare. She was at the concert. First of all, Cynthia, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
First of all, you okay?
I'm okay.
What was it like being at that concert?
To start with, it was wonderful. It started Friday and Saturday and went into Sunday, and it was just a lot of nice people having a really great time. It was a family event. There were little kids there and babies, and it was really a nice time.
Who were you at the concert with?
To start with, my husband, David, and I, and 2 other couples, Jeff and Jane Drake, and Susan and Mike Davis, and my friend Susan Lear and her fiance Russ. We were all together. Susan and Russ left early on Sunday, and my husband was called back to work for an emergency, so he left Sunday as well. So it was just the 5 of us that night.
And what was it like when you first heard noise?
Jason Aldean came out, and he was probably about into his 4th song, and we heard, like, the stage is that way. We were in the back, and we heard like pop, 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 pop over on the side, and I looked at my friend. I said, "That was gunfire." And she goes, no, I think it's fireworks. I'm like, no, that was gunfire. Let's go, let's go. And then it started again. I'm like, let's go. And I wasn't using nice words, but I was like, let's go, move it. And we just took off. And as soon as we got down to the end of the bleachers that we were on, we got separated.
Okay. Were you able to find them later? Were they okay?
They were okay. They ran. The scary thing was you didn't know where it was coming from. So in my head, I thought it was a lot of people because it was just constant, just a barrage of bullets flying. And in my opinion, it felt like somebody was in and coming at us. So I didn't want to run and then be trapped. And I kept thinking, what if somebody else is coming in the other way? So I went behind the bleachers and dived under the bleachers and stayed under there. And my friends, they ran over to, with the crowd out, they ran over to the Hooters casino, where a lot of people ran into there.
Well, thank you for being with us, Cynthia. So we've been talking with Cynthia Huerta, survivor of the Las Vegas shooting. Once graduating, what do you expect to do in the Enology department or eventually later on in the wine department?
I definitely want to stay local, and with the Enology department, I know that they work around a lot of the local wineries, so I think that would be nice to stay involved with the school, but also have a career in the industry.
Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. You're welcome.
We've been speaking with Enology student here at Fresno State, Jessica Phillips. Jessica helped bottle the Chardonnay and Tailgate Red this semester, so if you're at the Gibson Farm Market anytime soon, be sure to pick some up.